recap of whatever we saw in the chapter earlier. I'll just share my whiteboard and then so we were talking about international financial markets where we spoke about debt instruments, which were basically initially we started with money market instruments like your Euro CDs. Then I spoke about ECPs, Euro commercial papers. These are unsecured instruments but are very safe to invest because there are high, I would say high rated corporates issuing them or high rated banks issuing them. Then we said about bankers acceptance. Then we spoke about Euro medium term notes. I spoke about commercial bills at an international level. And then we were to talk about capital market instruments. Where we were to talk about syndicated loans. We were talking about Euro bonds. We were to talk about foreign bonds, if you remember. They were all variants of Euro bonds, right? They were all variants of Euro bonds. What is a Euro bond? A bond issued in a country but denominated in a currency which is not the domestic currency of the land where it is issued, right? If you remember. So we were talking about these, and then we saw a lot of spoke about minimax and maximum FRNs, where minimax pays you the minimum of the maximum LIBOR rates, and then usually 6-month, 3-month LIBOR rate as well. And then we spoke about maximum, where it pays you the maximum coupon rate out of the minimum coupon rates. So we were talking about all these things, if you remember. Now we are to talk about foreign bonds. What are foreign bonds? What are foreign bonds? We are yet to discuss. We'll finish this and then I will start with my syndicated loans. Foreign bonds are bonds which are issued in a country, denominated in that country's currency, but the issuer is a non-resident of that country. Like for example, a bond is issued in US and the issuer is a Reliance issues a bond in US, denominates it in US dollars, but Reliance is based in what? What is the basis of Reliance? It is based in India, right? So issuer is a non-resident of that land. Then we say it is a foreign bond. Are you following? So we have some variants of foreign bonds also. What are they? Some variants of foreign bonds are, first, Yankee bonds. 2, say bulldog bonds. 3, samurai bonds. 4, Matilda bonds. Shibosai bonds. These are some of the varieties that we need to know. Yankee bonds are bonds issued in America, right? Denominated in US dollar, but the issuer is a non-American. Just as I told you, if Reliance issues a bond in America, denominates it in US dollar, then it is a Yankee bond. Yankee is the usual slang used for Americans. Do you understand that? Yankee जो है ना Americans को बोलते हैं. Like we use pommies for Britishers, slang used for Britishers. Kiwis for New Zealanders, Aussies for Australians, right? So when I say bulldog bonds, I'll just write this: issued in USA, denominated US dollars, right? But the issuer is a non-resident of the US. Right? Bulldog bonds issued in UK, denominated in UK pounds, at the issuer is a non-resident of UK. What are samurai bonds? What do the names suggest? What does the name suggest? Denominated in Japanese yen, issuer is a non-resident of Japan. Now, Shibosai, is the name telling you something? Okay. Issued in Japan, denominated in Japan, but the issuer is a non-resident of Japan. But these are private placement bonds. What are private placement bonds? What is a private placement? When we saw primary market, we spoke about private placement. When I say private placement, it means one company to another company. A company sells its securities to another company. It doesn't go through the public. Like I also gave you the example of Vodafone Hutchinson SR, right? India mein we had Hutchinson SR, which sold all its stake to Vodafone. Vodafone is a UK based company, but then today we are almost, it's a transnational corporation where it is acting as a part of India, right? Transnational corporation matlab basically a foreign company, but it is transacting in India like a multinational company. India mein kaam karta hai, and as it goes on functioning, it becomes a part of the Indian nation. Like Hindustan Unilever. Unilever is a UK based company. Now it has become a part and parcel of our economy, right? What are these Matilda bonds?
Ma'am, Australia bond.
Australian bonds. Australian bonds. Very good. So, issued in Australia, denominated in Australia, but the issuer is non-resident of Australia. So this is about foreign bonds. Any doubts so far? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Following? Syndicated,
Yes, ma'am.
where a lot of banks come together and then they are able to finance for a particular project. This gives the confidence to people who are involved in the project to take up the project and do it. Secondly, bank doesn't lose its customer because it is confidently going ahead in the market, floating tenders and inviting bids from other banks to fund for the project. And also that now this bank which is raising project does not lose its customer, plus the risk is also split. And also it is able to raise finance because अपने पास नहीं है तो काफी बैंक्स को बुला सकती है, right? If this project were not there, what would have happened? ऐसा बड़ा, I mean, if this process of syndication of loan is not there, ऐसे बड़े बड़े projects होते ही नहीं रहते थे. And therefore, syndication of loan is a very, very important process. It's a debt market instrument. It is a long-term financing for a particular project or a particular activity that they are going to project, that they are going to finance. Usually it is for infrastructure projects. We call them as turnkey projects in technical terms. The smaller number of banks getting involved to finance projects are called club loans. But when there are huge number of banks, say 100, 120, 70, 80, then we call it as a syndicated loan.